Hello guys, so in this video I will discuss about how to perform SQL queries. What we will do is we will go through some basic SQL queries and some advanced level queries which you can do like several joins, how to do several joins in one go, and how you can do write a CTE kind of expressions, subqueries. The database which I am going to use is on the right hand side, which is Docker database. Its format is SQLite. I'm using a Kaggle platform here to you can create this notebook. So in this notebook, you can perform your complete analysis using SQL queries. And you have to just import the libraries. The basic libraries are NumPy, Pandas, SQLite, Matplotlib for visualization, and NumPy we won't be requiring it, but we are using tabular format. For that reason, we will use Pandas just to see how this data is looking like. We will connect to this database. So here we are defining the path. You define the path here, and the database is this one. Let us just run this first line, and after this what we are doing is this database we are connecting with SQLite, SQLite tree.connect database. What this piece of code is doing is basically it is creating a connection with the database. Once you made a connection, now you can start reading the tables. Before reading all the tables, we will see which tables are present inside this database. So database has multiple tables inside it. So let us write some basic query. So this part is the query. So if I just copy this, write it here. So this is actually a part of query. You need to write like these three codes. Within these codes, you will write this SQL query. So select is one command you are writing. Select star. Star means you are taking all the columns from the table from SQLite master. This is the table where type is equal to table. That means wherever the type is table, you filter it by this type. So let us see. If we run this after making the connection, this piece of line, this is basically the connection. You made a connection now, the database. Now we are reading that, looking at the tables, which tables are present in this database. So what we are doing, select a star from SQLite master where type is equal to table and giving the connection here. PD is the pandas dot read underscore SQL. So within this method of pandas library, you will give your query with the connection. So only this piece of line is actually the SQL query, and this is the connection, and this is for reading the SQL query and then getting the output in the format of data frame. Okay, now if you run this and see, you see four columns: type, name, table name, root page, SQL. So in type, you are getting the table because you have given type is equal to table. Then you are getting the table name. What are the tables present here? Player, match, league, country, team, player attributes, SQLite sequence, team attributes. And it is also telling something about, I think these are the column numbers present in each of the table. We will see this. Now let us see how this country table is looking like. So let us write some basic query. pd dot read underscore SQL. This is the main thing if you want to get the output in the form of data frame. You will write the query select star from country. This is very simple. Just write like this. And if you run this, you will get the output. So the table name is country, which is inside the database software. And now if you see the columns, we have ID and we have name. So we have country ID and we have the name of that particular country. So only two columns are present in this table. Now, if you just want to increase, if you want to just limit the number of rows, let's say you are writing limit 10, you will get only 10. Okay. If you write limit 2 or 3, you will get only 3 rows. And this is very important. Whenever you query any table inside any database, best is to always put some limit just to see how the data is looking like. And afterwards, if you require the complete data, then of course you can query as you want. Now, after querying the countries, let us see how the match table looks like. Select star from match. Okay, and limit 10. Okay, we see we have so many columns. We have 115 columns here. ID, country ID, league ID, season, stage, date. These are the columns inside the match table. Okay, you can do analysis over it. Now let us see player table. Select star from player, limit 10. So these are the columns: ID, player API ID, player name. We have the player name in that match. Now this ID, birthday, height, and weight. This is the height and weight of this particular player. So we have player information in this. Now for the player attributes, from the player attributes table, we have all these columns. Let's see how many columns we have. We have 42 columns here. So in this player attributes, you have different attributes related to the player. Attributes are what is its potential, what is its overall rating, what is attacking work rate, and all these things are present here. Now we have leagues table. Let us run this leagues table. In this we have ID, country ID, name, and yeah, so name is of the country. So country ID is one, name is Belgium, and what here we are doing is we are basically joining the league table with the country. So what we did first, we select a star from league table. Before this, let us first run only the league part, just to see how this leagues look like. Select a star from league, limit 10. So yeah, so in league table we have ID, country ID. These are, I think these are same things, and we have the name of the country. Now here what we are doing, we are selecting all the rows from the league, and then we are joining the table country, and this join is happening on ID. And which ID is it? In the country table, we have dot ID, which is ID column. And in the league table, the ID is country underscore ID. These are both same IDs, but with different names. And that's the reason we are joining them. So if we join them, let us see. And when we are saying select star from league, join this, it will take all the columns from both the tables, league as well as from country, after joining on country ID. Okay, so when we get all the columns, before the league was having only three columns: ID, country underscore ID, and name. Now we have ID, country underscore ID, name, and ID and name. Okay, so first three columns are coming from the league, okay, which is this one, and the last two columns are coming from the country table. After the join, we are joining on this ID and the country ID. We can see these are same here. So wherever there will be the match from the league table and the country table on these IDs, country ID and the ID, we will get the rows corresponding to those join. Okay. And name also, you can see the name in the left table, which is the league table. League table is the left table. We are seeing Belgium Jupiler League. This is the name, complete name in the league. And in the country table, we have the name only Belgium, just extracted part of the first part. In the fourth, you see Germany one, and name is only Germany. Okay, so this is how you can join any two tables. Okay, now if you write it here, left join, so what it will it will take all the rows from the left table and do the match on the country ID with the right table. Our right table is the country table. Okay. So now, if you don't want all these columns, say if you need only ID and you need say country ID, and you just need name. Okay. So what you will do is, how you will do, because we have two names, right? This is one name and this is another name from the country. So what you will do is you will write join country as C, okay, from league as L, and you can write here C dot name. So country table is referred as C, okay, and you are writing C dot name. League table is referred as L. So let's write L dot ID and L dot country underscore ID. Got it? So we are getting two columns from the league table, which is ID and country underscore ID, and we are taking the name from the country table. Let us see what we get. So here we are writing country. Let us write C and L. Okay. So since we have changed the name of the league here as L and country as C, we need to change the name here as well. So C is referring to country and L is referring to league. Okay, this is how now you can do this thing. Now suppose you have joined also, and now you want to get where ID is, 1729. Let us see what do we get. Let us refer it by L.id and see what we get. So we getting this value. We get only one row. Okay. So this is for filtering after the join. So we can use the where clause. Okay. Now let us see something in teams table. Read all the columns from the team. Order by team long name. So this column team long name will be ordered by in alphabetic order. So A will come first and B and like that it is being ordered. But it is since it is alphanumeric, so it will see all the things. But you will see mostly it is the A. Okay, and then the last you will get Z. So if we write descending like this, order by descending. Um, okay, let us see order by descending. Okay, so what we are getting now, we are getting the team long name, the last name we are getting like S, W and all that. Okay, so if we remove it, we get from the start. Okay, you got the point how to order by. So if you want to order the IDs, so what you can do, order by ID is, so ID is getting ordered 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Like this you can order and use. So now you get the select, now you got from, join, where, order by. You also know how to refer the tables by names like league as well and country as C. You also know about the join. Okay. Now let us see here what is happening. Okay. Let us see what is happening here. So first we are selecting the match ID, match dot ID. Where is the match? Here is the match in this line. Okay. Here from match. What you are getting? You are taking match dot ID. From country, what you are taking? Country dot name. You are changing that name as country underscore name. From league table, you are taking league dot name and season, stage, date. When you are not referring to any table, that means it is present in one of the tables which are mentioned here. Which tables we are using here? We are using match, country, league, team. These are the tables. So in this portion, you can see which tables are being used. So match, country, league, and team. Okay. Left join team and team is referred as HT. Okay. Here the team is referred as AT and we are using team underscore API ID to keep home underscore team underscore API underscore ID. We are doing this to get the both the IDs here. Okay. We are doing these two joins also in the match. And when you're joining, you are doing on ID, country ID, and the league ID. And here you are doing on league ID and taking the tables league and match. Okay. So on the right hand side, you can see match, 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 match. So with the match, we are joining tables, country, league, team, and team. On what parameter? On which column? ID, team underscore API ID, team underscore API ID. Okay. Which columns we are selecting? We are selecting these columns. So main table is match. On this we are joining these four tables: country, league, team. Team we are joining two times just to get these IDs. Okay. Now where the country name is Spain, this we already know. Order by date. So it will be ordered by date. So if you run this, let us see what is the output. It is taking a lot of time because we have lot of joins. So when we have lot of join, it does take some time. So okay, so we have got this. We have got this table after all the joins. You can see, and it is ordered by date and only for the Spain country. So if you remove this clause, you will have all the country. Okay, let us see. Oh yeah, so let us also see having thing. So we have already discussed about this part. Only this part we will see. Having count distinct stage where the stage column is distinct. Let us see what is the count, and we are just looking at its value. If it is greater than 10, only then the rows will be coming into this table. And how we are grouping by? Grouping by is name, league name, and country name and season. So after group by, you have to put, you can put having some condition on some column. So this column we are putting, which is a stage. Where is the stage? Here is the stage. Or what we are doing is count distinct stage. What does it mean? It means stage column we will look only the unique values and count them and then refer it as new column by the name number of stages. Here what we are doing is we are calculating average home team goal and taking the average of this column and referring this as this name. Like this, you are calculating these new columns. These are aggregations: count, average, standard deviation, variance, and all these kind of things you can compute when you are doing some group by. So where you are doing group by, you are doing group by here. Okay. So after grouping by, you are putting some conditions also. When you are putting group by, then only you can use having. Okay. And where is used here before the group by, and where the country name is this. Okay. So I think I will make more video on this to tell about sub queries in the next video. Till then, you can try these queries and see if this works for you or not. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me by commenting, and please you can share it with your friends. Thank you.